The Hamas Extreme Terrorist organization will not prevail. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. Please check out my website at peterboykin.com. Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin and I'm running to be your next Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. I have multiple bits of information to go over as people have been watching the news lately about the horrendous attack against Israel by Hamas. This tragic event at the Tribe of Nova Music Festival is deeply disturbing. First of all, it was a festival for peace, but only a few miles away from the Gaza Strip. Now add that to the claim that Joe Biden contributed to this by providing funds indirectly to terrorists via Iran, adds another layer of concern. The assailants, utilizing motorized paragliders, infiltrated the festival, turning the celebration into a nightmarish scene. The Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, grappling with the decision, released graphic photos online, aiming to expose the brutality faced by innocents. The ministry emphatically denounced the attackers as Hamas terrorists, drawing parallels to the ruthless tactics employed by groups like ISIS. In the face of this unprecedented attack by Hamas, the toll on human lives is staggering, with over 1,200 casualties and 9 to 11, probably the numbers growing, Americans lost. As a candidate for Lieutenant Governor, I emphasize the crucial need to protect not only our allies, but Israel, but also our homeland, including the state of North Carolina, from potential terrorist attacks and threats. The recent cross-border assault by Hamas underscores the importance of robust intelligence and counterterrorism efforts, and we must ensure the safety of our citizens by fortifying our borders against potential terrorist attacks and standing firm against those who seek to harm us. The attack on October 7th, 2023, akin to Israel's 9/11, should serve as a wake-up call to reevaluate and enhance our own security measures here at home. I respect individuals of all faiths, but it's essential to recognize that when one's faith turns into a justification for terrorism and murder, it transforms into a death cult. As a leader, I firmly believe that engaging in negotiations with terrorists committed to the genocide of an entire nation is not only futile, but morally reprehensible. We must dismantle these long-standing terrorist identities that have inflicted havoc upon the world. Hamas, backed by Iran, poses a grave threat not only to Israel, but to global security. Their financial web, entangled with support from various sources, underscores the international implications of their activities. It's imperative to protect our mutual allies and strengthen our resolve against those who work against the values of peace and cooperation. In the pursuit of a safer world, it's crucial to understand that proclaiming to act with God's blessings while causing harm to others is not a religious duty, but a foolish alliance with the devil. As a leader, I am committed to safeguarding our nation, its allies, and our citizens against the menace of terrorism. Now let's talk history. Recent history and how this relates to our own current situation there in Israel. The Trump-Abraham Accords, also known simply as the Abraham Accords, were a series of agreements aimed at normalizing diplomatic relations between Israel and several Arab and Muslim-majority countries. The accords were brokered by the Trump administration, were a significant diplomatic breakthrough in the Middle East. The key countries involved in the accords included the United Arab Emirates, UAE, Bahrain, Sudan, and later Morocco. Now, the key points about the Trump-Abraham Accords. 1. Normalization of relations. The primary objective of the Abraham Accords was to normalize diplomatic, economic, and cultural ties between Israel and the participating Arab nations. 2. The recognition of Israel. The signatory countries recognize Israel as a legitimate state, making a departure from historical regional tensions. 3. Economic cooperation. The accords aim to foster economic cooperation and trade between Israel and the participating nations. 4. Security cooperation. Security collaboration was a significant aspect with a focus on countering common threats in the region. 5. Normalization of people-to-people relations. Beyond governmental agreements, the accords sought to promote people-to-people relations, encouraging cultural exchanges and tourism. And 6. Regional stability. The accords were seen as a step towards stability in the Middle East by reducing long-standing hostilities. The Trump-Abraham Accords marked a historic shift in Middle Eastern geopolitics, challenging traditional narratives of enmity between Israel and its Arab neighbors. Now, while the accords were widely praised for their potential to foster regional peace, they also faced criticism on various fronts, including concerns about the inclusion of a Palestinian issue and the long-term sustainability of the agreements. It's important to note that the Abraham Accords were initiated during the Trump administration, with the first agreement between Israel and the UAE announced in August of 2020. The rest of the agreements with Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco followed in the ensuing months. So repeatedly, we've heard and found it in the Bible. Israel is our sacred holy land as Christians. Safeguarding it is non-negotiable, and we are committed to doing just that. As Americans, this is a battle worth engaging in. The Trump-Abraham Accords will endure. While President Biden may not have shown strong enthusiasm for maintaining peace in the Middle East, we must set aside our differences to grasp the broad perspective. Fortunately, Biden hasn't dismantled the accords, but proactive efforts to ensure their integrity have been lacking. Numerous scriptures in the Bible reinforce this commitment. The Hamas Extreme Terrorist organization's rebellion will not prevail. And so my heartfelt thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Israel.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information.